Good morning. It was quite a short appearance, but I think the magistrate had expressed that at least he seemed to see some progress, even if it was a little progress in the request for this postponement. Tell us how things unfolded.
Indeed, Iman, the magistrate, Philip Venter, did indicate that at least there was a bit of progress when it comes to that application that was made by the two co-accused, Zizi Kodwa and Jehan Mckay, when they made further representations to the DPP to have their charges dropped against them. So we know that Mr. Zizi Kodwa made those representations during the last court appearance. It was the 3rd of October, where he approached the DPP and asked for his charges to be withdrawn, basically. So that procedure is actually supposed to go first to the divisional head, which is the regional head of the Special Criminal Crimes Court, and make that representation there before approaching the DPP first. But because of time, Mr. Zizi Kodwa was allowed to do that. But I am joined by the NPA spokesperson to just explain this process for us, Iman. Thank you so much, Sis Phindi, for joining us. There was yet another delay in this case, and the reason was that the DPP is still looking or considering the representations that were made. What steps are supposed to be followed when it comes to further representations for charges to be dropped?
Well, indeed, yes. The DPP is still applying. The DPP office is still applying its mind in respect of the representations that were lodged by both accused. You'd recall that accused number one, Mr. Kodwa, submitted representations on the last occasions, and those representations had to first go to the office of the regional head of the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court unit before it reaches the office of the DPP. So DPP has now received representations from both accused, and he is still going through the process of applying his mind.
I think a lot of people would be asking that, does the NPA really have a case against Mr. Kodwa? Why are there so many delays from the side of the state when the state has been saying that they are ready to prosecute the two co-accused?
We have indicated our readiness to proceed to trial as the NPA. However, we had to consider the representations that has been lodged by both accused. And it is a fair process. It forms part of our checks and balances as the NPA, as well as recourse mechanisms to the accused themselves. So what now happens is that the DPP received the report of the prosecutor, so he's still busy with consultation processes, and amongst those it would be a consultation with the investigating officer as well as the complainant. And as the court has indicated that it will not mark the matter final because it understands the process and also takes into account the extensive evidence that the DPP office has to go through. Hence, we've been given another opportunity, but we endeavor as the NPA to do our best so that these representations are brought to finality as soon as possible, and we are able to announce our decision. However, as to how long that will take, we've requested a postponement until the 1st, and the DPP made a commitment that he'll do his best in trying to finalize his decision by the time we return to court. But as to whether or not we will be in a position to announce our decision on the next occasion, that will depend on the extensive nature of work that still has to be done by the DPP office.
Okay, thank you so much, Sis Phindi. Iman, as you heard there, that is the spokesperson for the NPA here in Gauteng, but basically saying that even on that date, the 1st of November, when this case has been postponed to, there is no clarity whether the DPP would have come back to these two co-accused and announced whether the charges against them are going to be dropped. So we could have another scenario on the 1st of November where the case is yet again postponed owing to the DPP still applying his mind on whether the two do get their charges dropped, Iman.
And I think you asked an important question there, Junior, around what does this tell us about the state's case in effect in terms of these postponements, or even the the application that is currently in play. People want to see this move forward one way or another. Juniour Khumalo there, live for us in the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court in the matter relating to Zizi Kodwa